What are we doing?
Dude, I don't know.
Do you need a hug? All right, let's do it.
So I was doing some research,
It's like therapy for us. You're just easing into not having much time on your hands.
and I'm stoked for the journey. What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Boyd,
And I'm the Zach Gittler.
and we are two dads on a mic.
mic.
Oh, I like the joint, the
Yeah.
synchronicity.
Synchricity? Is that his word? That's not a word, dude.
Synchronicity.
That's not a word.
I think that is a word.
I don't know about that one.
Synchronicity.
Synchronicity?
Not synchronicity.
Synchronicity?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Synchronicity.
I sound smart saying that right now. I feel smarter today.
You are smart,
by just
bro.
saying that. I don't know about that.
I don't
one,
work
dude.
with dumb people.
Book smart, yeah. Street smart, yeah.
So what's up, guys? How's everything? How's everybody doing? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing awesome. You know, I'm excited to shoot another episode, like always.
Yes.
Always excited to shoot another episode, and we've got some awesome things to announce. So let's jump into a little bit of housekeeping.
Yes.
We are officially on iTunes.
On iTunes. Podcast is live, accepted.
Yes.
They gave us the thumbs up. It
Yes.
is there. We're up to, I think all the episodes should be uploaded right now. So if you want to binge listen, you can do that. You just search Two Dads on a Mic on iTunes. And everybody, we appreciate it. Rate us, review us. We're really trying to blow this out of the water right now. And we found that that's a big part of the podcast world on iTunes. So if you love it, subscribe, follow us, and it's live. So we're super stoked.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you guys. We have a goal, and we're trying to get. So in iTunes, there's a section called New and Noteworthy, and it's a section that we really want to become a part of. It really helps us get a lot of eyes on our podcast and ears on our podcast. So the more that we can get subscribers, the more that we can get ratings and reviews, the more you're just going to help us out. So really, that's all we ask for is just that support. We'll keep bringing you the content. You just bring us those subscriptions, those ratings, those reviews. Once again, you can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Anchor. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on all these different platforms. Please just subscribe and enjoy, and then give us comments and feedback because that's how we build the show.
Always.
And then, of course, you can find us on social media. Zach, where can they find us on social media?
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anything that's out there, we're there at Two Dads on a Mic.
Yep, the number two
The
dads
number two.
on a
Mizike.
mosaic.
Mizike.
Is that a real word?
Synchronicity.
It is synchronicity.
Is
See,
it?
Now you're just flowing.
I would have
with
just won like $100,000 on like some quiz show.
the $100,000 pyramid. You remember that TV game show?
I do.
Oh,
I do kind of.
You know, it was interesting. In our last episode, we talked about, I'm going back to just some people commenting because we had our list of top five TV dads, right? And so that just made me think, like, what if we did like top game shows? That would be kind of a fun one. But,
True.
Do you realize that we launched our top 5 TV dads of all time the day that Cosby was found guilty?
I didn't know the days, but I did see the guilty.
Dude, and it was the same day.
It was randomly. I was at the gym that day, and I was on the treadmill, and I was like, "Oh, they got TVs. I'm gonna listen." I just happened to come across that.
Yeah.
But then, and I listened for like 10 minutes, which I don't pay attention to the news. I feel I just don't pay attention. But anyway, I paid attention. And they're like, "Yeah, it might not go through, and he might get out of it." And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then of course I'm reading into it a little further. I'm like, he's like hobbling, arm like he can't walk. I'm like, oh, he's gonna play like some kind of different. I mean, lawyers are smart. They're guiding him in a certain way, but it's crazy.
And he's an actor. Don't forget, he's an actor.
True. One of the best TV dads. He's going to jail.
I know, man. I know. I got a text message from one of my acquaintances, and he was like, "Man, that's a gutsy move." Posting that episode today. I was like, I think it's a perfect move.
Exactly. Audience is on that topic right now.
So what's going on, man? What's new? What's new in the life of the Gittlers?
Nothing. Just same old stuff. Just working hard and making businesses run and taking care of a 3.5-year-old testing firecracker. And she's blown up a couple times,
Yeah?
in our hands.
Oh.
She's what were those?
How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're just keep teaching her all the stuff every day. It's just a never-ending whirlwind of consistency of teaching the child. Potty training is going a little bit better.
Good.
Number 2 is not going down on the toilet.
Like it's not flushing, it's that big?
No, yeah, some days.
Just dropping bombs?
She just does it. She waits till we put a diaper on her, then she goes to the bathroom. So, but I heard that's
At least
normal.
she goes.
I heard that's normal. Our preschool that she goes to, the most amazing people ever. and they really guide us. And I'm like, I trust them in so many ways. So I'm like, what do you guys off? You know, like, what do you think? Because sometimes people are a little hesitant on telling you how to do what your child. Like, no, tell me. I want more insight. I'm not gonna do everything people tell me in anything in regards to life, but I might take a piece of that and write that into my book. So it's going good.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
That's good.
How about you, man? What's going on?
Oh man, just the kiddo, 5-6 weeks now. She's 6 weeks old and starting to really have a little personality, which is cool. The smiling, like a lot of gaga goo goo kind of stuff, and dude, she just farts all the time, and I love it. Just and then she just looks at you like.
And then you can get away with some too. Then like it was Mac Attack,
Totally.
Attack back at it.
Yeah, every time Molly farts, I'm just like, damn, you and that baby.
You know what the funniest is when Aria does, and it like you don't hear it, but it smells, and you just look over at her, and she's like,
she just knows
that look. I did that. It's hilarious. It rarely happens actually, but it's pretty funny.
Silent but violent.
Silent but violent.
Right?
Loud and proud.
Loud and proud.
Yeah.
Deadly. What was the other one? Silent but violent, or I don't know. Something deadly. Deadly and.
All I know is tacos, burritos. What's coming out of your Speedo?
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's the Taco Bell anthem.
Yo quiero.
Yo quiero diaper.
Well, that's good, man. Well, today we're gonna kind of give a different, a new, an approach on an episode. We're actually gonna talk about a holiday.
Yes.
We've never talked about a holiday before.
What holiday is coming up?
Dads, does any dad know what holiday is coming up?
It's this Sunday, right? Coming up, yeah.
No.
2 weeks?
Next Sunday.
Oh,
It's Sunday, May 13th.
Yeah. See,
Mark
I don't
that
even
in your
know.
books right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Sunday, May 13th.
I
Don't be doing it this coming Sunday.
No, I already got a plan, so I started searching today's stuff because I thought it was this Sunday.
Yeah, don't
I'm
do
like-
that. But that's so. Here's the reason why we're launching this a week ahead, right, and not next week, is because guys, we're giving you a reminder and we're giving you time to plan something special. Right?
Yes.
Like these women are just bosses. They handle their business.
Yeah, it's meant to celebrate moms for sure. I mean, dads could have a dad day, but they almost could have like a half day compared to moms.
Yeah.
Of what they have to go through to become a mom, what they have to go through to become the mom, which we've talked in previous episodes, is enough right there. I don't know about dads having a day. I think that dads.
Well, there is Father's Day.
No, I know, but like, it's different. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
What's
I think
different about
moms have it they have it a lot harder, I feel.
In what regard?
Depending on what situation, if couples aren't together, yeah, that's different, but I don't know, moms have it different.
Do you think that the Mother's Day should be more celebrated because they had to burden the pregnancy and the birth of a child? Is that like the one thing that sets it apart?
Yeah, and also the internal mental connectivity I think that moms and kids have compared to a dad. I mean, there's a reason why every dad is kind of portrayed as, a lot of them, I'd say 90% of dads are always like, yeah, they just kind of just do it. Yeah. They're all good. They don't take it to bed with them. And I think it's like that internal, like, alien connectivity that moms have with their child.
Dude, it's funny that you say that because I'll notice when Molly's with Mac, like, I can't get her to calm down sometimes. Dude, the second she sits with Molly, it's just like...
Yeah, there's something E.T. about it, There's some kind of Elliot and E.T. connection that moms and kids have. And the research that I did, too, some cultures celebrate for a week. And I think moms should have a week celebration and dads get a day.
Oh,
I think that is a good balance.
I like that.
I think that's a really good balance.
I think you just won. You probably just won like 100 subscribers for us.
But I do believe it. I'm not saying
it's going to all be moms.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, we're trying to gain audiences of all, aspects. But no, I do feel it. And I think a big part of it is because that like ET connection that moms have. They can't let go of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think dads have it so much better of, whether they admit it or not, knowing that the moms will always do it.
Yeah.
Whereas that, we will, but I don't think we take it to bed as much as moms do.
Yeah.
Because
I definitely know I don't.
Yeah.
Like I don't worry near as much about Mac as Molly does.
But I think that's a good balance.
Right.
Because worry is a tough word to use, but it is kind of worry. But if you have one worrier and then the other being, the husband, dad, not, it's a good balance. But if you have two,
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen couples like that.
the stress in
That
your
they're
life,
both
yeah.
just like worried, like
like just putting the
everything is-
baby down, and the
Yeah.
mom's like, no, do this, no, the head. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
You gotta breathe. You gotta I mean, the biggest part about being a parent for me is just pre-parent. How were you in life? Were you not successful, but like, were you just good? Were you at whatever you kind of did? Well, then you have to segue that into being a parent.
Totally.
Just believe in yourself.
Yep.
And you will let go a lot of that stress and like worry, even though it is a kid, it is a being, but it's like,
Well, I think you have to believe in like what a human does anyway. Like like you say, believe in yourself, right? As be the way you were before you had a kid, but also believe that is a little human being that's going to survive. Right? It's not like the way you lay them down or the way you hold them isn't going to alter.
but it's crazy when that baby's born. You guys probably did it. I mean, it's like the neck and head with me was
the neck.
huge.
That neck is like a freaking.
I know, but
bobblehead.
I was so worried.
Really?
Like, dude, I'm gonna snap the baby's neck. Even
Not me, man.
Even people picking up a baby now, I'm like, I kind of forget. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta like scoop the head.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
like,
scoop the head.
I mean, now I'm throwing my child like 10 feet in the air under my bed, like,
Yeah.
and she loves it. So it's
Yeah.
like, even that though, it's like, you be careful.
Don't let him bounce off. I know. I was with my nephew, or like my second cousin the other day, and I threw him on this bed, and he hit the bed, boom, and just bounced like 5 feet in the air off the side, hit the wall, bam. I was like, oh shit.
I'm just waiting for I know a fall's coming soon with Aria because she's always running around the couch, and today, like for example, she was putting pills on my head, and we always just goof around and jump around, and I could see, you know, like I always make sure I can see a little bit because it's the couch. She could always just run off, and there was a moment where she like lost her balance, and I was like gonna put my foot up and catch her. I'm just like, oh my god, she's gonna fall. I'm like, but it's being a kid.
And she was fine. Everything's
Yeah,
good. And if
yeah.
she bumps her head, she bumps her head.
No,
Who
I'm
doesn't
talking
bump
about like
their
a
head?
big fall. Like it looked like it was gonna be a big one.
Like you would have caused some damage.
But it's being a kid. We've
okay,
all
man.
gone through it. We could bring that up in an episode like
We just
kid
understand.
injuries.
We understand you now,
Yes,
right? You
yes.
hit your head really hard,
Yeah.
multiple times, and look,
Purposely. I was just
and
like,
you're fine.
I was that kid that was like just banging their head against the wall.
Bang
Yeah,
your head. Bow, bow. So Mother's Day. I'm so excited to talk about this because you know it's funny. We go into our segment Dad Town. We usually tell like funny stories or like stories about you know things in the past that happened with this topic. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have like a huge memory of my mom's Mother's Days. I remember what they were like, and it was very systematic. We got up in the morning. We went to church. We went to brunch after church, and I'll tell you what, brunch on Mother's Day is the worst.
Oh, God.
It's like Black Friday at
Yeah.
fucking Walmart,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I agree.
You wait in line for 2 hours. You can't make reservations because no one's going to do reservations on Mother's Day. That would be like death to your business. And then we would go home. My mom would open a present or two, and then we would just chill. And then we'd probably go out to dinner because my dad did not cook. He never cooked. The only thing my dad ever cooked in his life were two things. He would cook oyster stew on Christmas Day, and he would
Yuck.
prepare
Oyster stew does not sound
and
right.
he would prepare Dungeness crab occasionally.
Oh man, I still haven't even met your dad, and I just dug myself another hole deeper right there with that.
Don't worry, everybody, dude. Oyster stew.
Don't you talk about my oyster stew,
boy, dude. Oyster.
Don't make me
stew,
take this robe off and come over there and hit you.
or strangle you with the tie.
Yeah, right.
Whip you. The robe whip. No, he would make this oyster stew. But anyway, that was pretty much it for Mother's Day, and it was pretty. I mean, he'd get her a card. She'd always get a card, which I think is a necessity, and we'll go into what we think every dad should always get mom for Mother's Day. But a card, and then occasionally flowers or something like that. But and a present. He'd always get her like a little gift. You know, my mom wasn't a jewelry wearer. She didn't have her ears pierced. She didn't really like necklaces. So it'd be a gift card or, you know, a new curling iron or whatever. You know, that was
I
pretty
mean,
much it.
yeah, and you brought up because we were talking earlier, like I don't know stories either, but I feel like I don't have a specific story because it was the same thing in any celebration, I think, and I think that was just the era we grew up in. Excuse me. I think like we would always just go out to dinner. That was the thing. Every kind of celebration, birthday, but I feel like we always go to the same restaurant.
What would you always go
It was called Pepitos, and it was a bomb Mexican spot, like to the point. And I don't know if this was like a fake memory, but they always used to put people's names for whatever reason in the booths of people that have eaten there. Not like steakhouse kind of thing, like your picture.
Like you write your name in
like
Sharpie?
engraved name.
Of like famous people?
I don't know,
Oh.
but one time I swear my dad had his name in there. We would
At
go there
one
so
time?
much. Yeah, I don't know if it was like for a birthday present. I don't know, but we would always go to this Mexican restaurant.
Wait. I'm trying to have you paint me a picture.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you would go to the booth, and they'd have like a big plaque.
Yeah, so if this is the booth right here,
And there would be a big
and this
plaque,
is the
and
wall.
someone's name would be
This is
engraved
the
in it.
wall. It was like a small, 3x3 plaque, and then there'd be little small names. Like when you
Just
go to
one name.
no, there'd be multiple people's names, like probably like 8 people's names in their little gold, 1x3 inch kind of like thing.
So how
on the
did you
plaque.
get your name on a
I
plaque?
don't, no, my dad did. I don't know. We went there so much, and we knew the owners. I think
We got to call Pepitos.
I don't know, but they did still to this day, and I think they just closed it.
Oh, they
I
did?
just found out, but they had the best. They were called Nacho Lapitas. Oh my god, they're the greatest.
Why don't we have those out here? Like we're like in
Dude, I could start a food
Mexican
truck. I
food history.
I can
They're
start. That's
essential.
why, like when you've had the slow cooked tacos at my
Yeah,
place, those
yeah.
crispy shells.
Yeah.
they're a little bit more thick and deep fried, and it's just meat and cheese, and they're just like flash, like melt. Dude, they're the greatest things in the world. Like,
Ooh,
they're
I like
amazing.
that.
But yeah, everything that we celebrated, it was always just go to dinner.
And it was usually there.
That's it.
Did
That's
your dad get mom like a Mother's Day card or
He
flowers
must have,
or
but like
anything?
I don't think we were around for that. I think that was maybe more private at
Yeah.
the time. But I don't know. I should ask my mom.
Yeah.
She lives with us, so
Yeah.
I can find that out.
Well, and that's cool because we're going to talk about that in a sec
Yes.
too. But so what we really want to just kind of touch on is things that a few different. I think the cool thing about this podcast is right. We need to remember that we have a lot of different audiences. Right. We not only have dads that are married. Right. We have dads that could be watching this, or moms that could be watching this that are divorced. We have moms or dads that could be watching this that maybe they don't have their significant other around due to maybe they passed away or something like that, right? So I think it's kind of our obligation that we touch on those different things as well at certain points because
sure.
they might be thinking, well, what about us? Like, you could give us all these great ideas of all these things, but that doesn't apply to me.
Are we gonna do a Father's Day podcast?
Oh, I think
Oh yeah, for
absolutely.
sure. I mean, it's part of the
It's-
culture
yeah.
of our podcast.
We got to do Father's Day.
True. So it's
We're
cool that
gonna
we're doing.
celebrate Father's
We're gonna
Day.
learn a lot from this podcast, and then Father's Day, it's gonna be like we
Yeah.
gotta do something big.
Oh yeah,
I think it should be a big. Yeah, we'll
I
do
think it'll
something.
be a good episode.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's what, a month after, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like a month and a week or something. It's like the 20 something.
Maybe we'll try to do it like a barbecue live cast
Ooh, I
or
like
like a
that.
we'll mic us up or
Like
something
an outdoor?
and just hang out with the fam.
I like-
Maybe we'll just do it live.
Ooh,
We'll just have a conversation. We'll have mics and maybe the cameras might not be as nice as this of like filming, but like it'll just be like a wide shot, but you'll hear us wherever we are because I got an idea.
we're brainstorming on that.
Done.
Okay. So sorry, that's what we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how we come up with
We're filming
ideas.
right now. Oh, I thought this was a meeting.
So there was a few things that I wanted to bring up. I found a really good article that talks about divorced dads, and I'm not one of those. I don't come from a household of divorced parents. My wife does, but I thought this was kind of cool to talk about what maybe the perspective that a divorced father could take on Mother's Day, right? And I mean, I know that when there's that divorce situation, and of course, it's not like a super happy topic or whatever, but it could be a good thing or it could be a bad divorce. Like there's good and bad, right? And then of course, the kids in a divorce can be good or bad too, right? It can be a jealousy thing, it can be a custody battle thing.
I think more than I'd say like 80% of the time for the dads on Mother's Day, it sucks.
Yeah, I can
mean,
imagine.
It sucks.
Right. So here's some tips to maybe make it suck less.
There it is.
Right. So number one, give up the kids. Just give them up. Like if you have your kiddos, they're scheduled to be with you on Mother's Day. Like swallow your pride, dads. And don't be that dad that's like, nope, it's my weekend. Nope, it's my weekend. Like, don't be that dick. That's a dick dad.
You're saying to give them to the mom?
give them to the mom if
But
the
what
mom
if,
wants them.
But what the list that we're going to bring up too, what are the main things? One of the things that says you should give the mom is no kids. So that's a tough one.
Well,
That's-
if the mom wants it.
True. Yeah,
if
of
the
course.
Mom wants it.
I mean, whatever the mom wants, she gets.
So if mom's like, you know what, I want a day to myself, give them up. And you know what? If it's the mom's weekend and she's like, I would just love a weekend, then do the opposite,
Oh, for
divorce
sure.
dad. Be like, cool, I'll pick up this weekend. Don't be that dick dad.
Oh, agreed. I mean,
dick
if
dad.
you do, then Yeah. And also you're building a groundwork for the kids, depending on what their age they are. They know that it's, they pick up on things big time. And they don't even know they're picking up on it until they're 25. They don't know that one moment that they saw you say, like not give mom what she needs for whatever. And they know what Mother's Day was. I mean, you could be,
Yeah, set the example. Like,
Exactly.
make them be good kids when they grow up, right? You don't want them to
Exactly.
go through that same shit you went through.
Exactly.
So set that good example. Number 2, the gift situation. Do you get your divorced wife a gift? And I think what they say here is that it's up to you, right? But do what feels comfortable. Like, if it feels comfortable to you, then do it.
Yeah.
If that means you just bring her a flower and you're like, hey, I want to let you know that I love that you're my kid's mom. This has nothing to do with our relationship. This has to do with your relationship. It's not husband-wife day. It's Mother's Day.
I think that depends on how that split happened and went off. Because if it's bad, then dads want, or the exes don't want anything to do with each other, and they're there just for the kid.
Right.
But if it's it's very, I would say, rare that people split in a good place.
I don't know. It would be
For people that we know.
statistic.
I mean, who do we know? I mean, I would say it's rare.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Well, I think back to my point and the way I view it is it's not husband-wife day. It's not relationship day. It's not whatever happened in our past day. It's Mother's Day.
Sure.
And
For sure.
they are the mother of your kids, and you should, hopefully they're a good mom, but you should also thank them for being that.
This is a good question I'm going to now ask people that I know that are split that have kids.
Yeah.
Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
For your ex? Because, a lot of times people remarry, people find someone else, and then that void is filled.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, actually. Or was it just a text, Because, I feel like that's the least you could do if
Right.
you're even doing anything. Or do you hate your ex and you're like, get away from me?
Right.
It all depends.
And so the next one is significant others. So here's a weird and interesting dynamic, because when you have a Mother's Day, right? So you have the mother of your children, and then you might have a significant other, right? You now have remarried, and now you have another mother of your children in a sense. And depending on when you got remarried, dude, you could have got remarried when the kid was like 2. And they basically helped raise that child. That is like a mother. Or you could have gotten remarried when the kid was like 20.
Yeah.
So there's there's that kind of, what do you do in that situation? And my opinion is, you be respectful of the biological mother, and then hopefully you have the relationship that you can have a mutual understanding of let's do this on this Mother's Day, maybe half a day or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like a ton of people lately that I've been coming in contact with have 2 families. A ton I'm meeting. And I'm super happy to see that thing, because that means, there's nothing wrong with the relationship doesn't work. Move on. Go to the next. Who you want to find is who you want to find, and it's meant to be kind of.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then the last thing that it talks about, and I love this point, is, and if you have the opportunity, don't forget your mom. So if you're a divorced dad, right, let your kiddos be with their mom. Go be with your mom if you have that opportunity or chance. And I think that was, to me, it was like, oh, that's brilliant. Yes, right? Go celebrate your mom and what she did for you, and how she brought you up, and let her feel special.
When also tables are turned, as we get older at our age, I'm now the parent to my mom in a weird way.
Right.
In so many ways. So, my mom lives with us, and I love it. And I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm going to plan on giving my wife and my mom a day.
Right.
I'm going to go try and I got the kid, and just whether it be a massage or a day, or just go hang out at a pool or something. I'm going to go try to do that.
Yeah.
And then not kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because it's still going to cost, double the money. But that's what I'm planning to do. So, but I agree. As our moms pamper us for birthdays and this and that, as we get older, it's to give back, in so many ways, and we can. So why not, give.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so what is that dynamic like? Because now we're going to jump into, and just so you know, dads, divorced dads out there, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that's some good insight. It's sorry about your situation, but, make it the best that you possibly can, and if we could add any type of insight on that for you, that's awesome, and we're stoked on that. So the next thing we're going to talk about is what are the essential things that a dad should do for his wife for Mother's Day. Now, you've got an interesting dynamic, right? You just talked about
But
it. You
also moms too. Also your moms is kind of like, you know, the staple things that you do are what? Card,
Yep.
flowers. I mean, those are the number two.
Right.
But we were talking earlier, this episode is, I feel like it's whatever it's whatever you want to do. And I'd rather do stuff that's outside the box than the traditional stuff. But a lot of times it's like you might have a brain freeze. I don't know what to do. I got to rush to the store, get a flower, get a card. But whatever's going to be meaningful that comes across to whoever that's going to be, significant other or mom, whatever, that's what you got to roll with. Because what else is on the list besides card and flowers?
Well, we have we thought that letting her sleep in
True.
is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
And for my wife, dude, she loves sleeping in is her thing. That's her jam.
Does she have earplugs?
No.
Get her a set of earplugs. and be like, no, I don't like how they make my ear feel. Be like, I would appreciate if this night you wear earplugs.
So that's a good
Guaranteed.
That's a good Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, it's yes, it
A
is.
good set of
and get
earplugs.
like yeah, and I like if anybody wears earplugs, like get there's the wax. They're like clay wax. It's weird. You just kind of stick it in and it forms in there, and you get like a little canister case. I don't know, the best ones ever because there are some that like hurt your ears.
Yeah.
But honestly, that is for if you have children, a kid, great.
That's smart.
There's nights where Jess, she's like, man, I didn't have a good sleep the night before and this and that. I'm like, get your earplugs. And she looks at me and is like, are you okay with that? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you understand?
Good Mother's Day gift.
And on the
You can find them on our website.
on the money
twodadsonmike.com.
note, on the money note, there's not very that expensive. I mean, like these are like the key gifts that
Oh, I love that.
go
Dude,
so long.
That is like an essential. That's an essential component of this topic.
Get a custom case or something.
Oh, I like that. Now you're taking.
And then you name the case like something unique.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Like I don't know.
Dude, that'd be
I don't know. That's good.
a little side business right there for
that's
Mother's Day.
good. Yeah.
We'd sell 1 million earplugs.
Damn. Two dads on a mic earplugs.
All right, we're stopping. We're
You can
cutting
either-
this off.
you
We're
can
not
either-
putting this one live. It's
Yeah,
too good
two
of an
dads on a
idea.
mic earplugs. You can
Yeah.
either give them to your wife for Mother's Day or give them to people that don't want to listen to us.
That's funny. Yeah,
Another one that we thought of was take the kids away.
for sure.
So we just talked about this,
Yeah.
right? So and this could kind of compound into letting her sleep in. Get the kids up early, get them the hell out of the house, and let her sleep in.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm debating. I'm gonna tell Jess not to listen to this, of course, but I think I might just have things planned, get up, and just like, hey, you sleep in, and then like have a note when she gets up for her and my mom. Like my mom will get up super early.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, don't leave the house till Jess gets up. And when you get up, you just have to be here at this time, and then that's it. You know, like I want to look into La Costa, the resort over there.
yeah.
Just have like a day there, like
Nice.
pool access and spa access.
To that for them.
Just go hang out.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
Love
think
it.
that'd be the bomb.
Dude, you've already
But what happens if it gets cloudy and rains? Which it's Cali, it probably won't. But
well,
like,
you better have option. It's choose your own adventure.
yeah, yeah.
Right?
Turn to page 3 if,
If
it's
it's
sunny. 5 if it's cloudy.
Yeah, I love
If
it.
it's raining, just burn the book.
We'll be back in 4 hours. Enjoy 4 hours of peace and
I'll
quiet.
have like a movie ticket
Yeah.
ready to go, like a movie in backup.
Yeah, I like that. Another one was don't plan anything for yourself.
No,
Like just make the day about her. Don't be an idiot.
no.
Right?
I mean, that's self-explanatory.
How about make her dinner?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I love to cook though.
And clean up.
Oh, for sure. My
Can't just
mom,
make it.
dude. I gotta like hold my mom back from doing dishes then.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna let them go for the day. Like, don't. And if you come back before like she's down, like sleeping, then
Go
you
leave again.
you void your Mother's Day or something.
Another a take back.
Kind of a long day though.
Yeah.
But
Well, dude, you got to plan it out. There's so many things you could go do with your kiddo that your wife could just be having a great day.
Oh, I've had many.
But I do like the idea. Have the morning yourself. Then here's this. Go do this. Then we come back home. We can chill and do whatever. That's smart.
But it's tough though because we've all been in a situation where we have like a brain freeze.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then and I've done it many times. Like, okay, I'm just gonna go do the same thing, get a card and this and that. But I feel like it's just so repetitive and
Well-
great for that one moment when they read the card and teary eyes happen. But then it's forgotten. But if you can take some time, and that's why we're doing this podcast early to really dive in, go online, go to Pinterest, go anywhere and be like unique ideas. What does your wife or whoever you're doing it for really, really like, and get creative. The creative ideas are the ones that are long lasting.
Yeah.
And will be just imprinted in their brain as like one of the best Mother's Day. I mean, do a scavenger hunt to 3 different places that you like breweries. Go to each each brewery and have a note left at a bartender the night before, and every time you go to one, have her go up to the bartender and it's like a clue or something. I don't know, but search that word. You do something like that, you will, one, win over wifey and moms, and two, you will be jealous. Everybody will be jealous of you that when she goes and tells everybody.
Yeah.
So
man.
I mean, creative presents are the best.
Yeah, and they deserve it,
Exactly.
So I figured out a way, because I know Molly's gonna want to spend this Mother's Day with Mac, right?
Mm-hmm.
First Mother's Day, she's gonna want.
Yep.
I mean, all she wants to be around is Mac anyway.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like, okay, well, because I also want her to have some time to herself. So how do I get around doing that? So what I did is there's this really cool movie theater in San Diego called the Rooftop Cinema Club. You ever heard of it? Dude, so it's on the top of this building. They set up these big comfy chairs, and then they have this huge projector screen, and every Friday night they show movies on the rooftop of this building. So I bought her and a girlfriend tickets to go on the Friday before Mother's Day. For Mother's Day.
So you're creating it not just Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. You're now doing it the week, like I said.
Yeah. And so they're going to go and they're going to watch, and she doesn't know yet. Her friend knows. They're going to go watch Dirty Dancing.
No, sweet.
So that's going to be that's going to be one of her Mother's Day gifts, because I know I want to have her go do something, but I know on actually Mother's Day, she's going to want to be around the kid.
Smart. I'm going to take that idea and I'm going to call her girl Angela up and say, or Angela's man, Steve, and be like, Steve, let's do something, let them go out.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Because Molly doesn't want to, Molly rarely wants to go do things by herself. She wants to do things with people. So she would, I think, going with her girlfriend, doing that, and then having Sunday, that Mother's Day, to hang out with me and the kiddo and the family, it's going to be perfect.
That's what happened with us, too. I think it was either the first or the second Mother's Day, because Aria's 3, so we're coming up on the third. We literally had family day. We went to La Jolla, right over by off Prospect, down by that huge grass open field. Just kicked it. Just literally laid out a blanket, watched everybody running around, just having fun, and she couldn't even crawl. So I think it was her first one, and that was amazing.
Well, I think the simplicity of a Mother's Day gift like that makes it creative. So many people forget about just doing the simple things, like just go put a blanket down on a piece of grass, make a cool little picnic basket, grab a Costco pizza, whatever you got to do, and go to the park and just chill.
Yeah, it's the memories over the physical things you can give.
Right.
Like I honestly, I don't ever want to give jewelry personally. I'm like, I just don't care. That for me means nothing unless it's really wanted. Like our 10 years coming up, and she's like, I might want to do something with my ring. Okay, that's monumental. You're gonna look at that like, great. But I've been there. I've gone to the jewelry store for not for Mother's Day, but for other reasons. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go get earrings. I'm done. I'm like, there's nothing. But I was forced. I couldn't think at that moment of like, what should I do? Yeah. That's why everybody watching and listening, you got time. You got time.
Take your time. Do it right.
Do some research.
So the second to last one on here we have is don't buy her any practical gifts. Yeah. Don't just do the wedding ring or the necklace or the earrings or a vacuum. True. Don't buy her cleaning tools, people.
Curling iron.
That is not a Mother's Day gift.
Curling iron, maybe. I think a good curling iron would be a good one.
Because that's not a cleaning tool.
I feel like
get her a new dishwasher.
Jess has gone through like 5 curling irons in the last like 2 years.
Ooh.
I know, right? Dude, you're like, which kind of?
Where are you shopping, bro?
Yeah, but I'm a huge fan, and will always be of life experiences over physical pieces.
And Molly would be too. Even just get in your car and drive to a town that's 2 hours away and go spend the day in a town that's 2 hours away you've never spent time in.
Yeah, and it also does. I told Brian, because Mac's only a couple weeks and ours is 3. It really depends that day on how your child is. So I would almost teeter-totter of like, if you wake up and your kid is a demon that day and just not listening, whatever it may be, maybe you're like, you know what, I had some stuff planned, but we can do it another day. And guess what? It could be a blessing in disguise. Yeah. Instead of us going here on Mother's Day, where it's going to be crazy busy, crazy packed, I'm just going to let you go off, do this, do that, and then tomorrow we'll go do that. And I firm believer that there's nothing wrong with hacking any holiday. Hack the holiday. There it is right there.
Hack the
holiday.
Don't
do anything in public where you have to go dinner or brunch on the holiday.
I love that.
There's no point. There's no point.
I'm putting that. I'm writing that.
It's just like
down.
Some people's schedules. I get it. Weekends are the only time you have.
Yeah.
But if you don't, hack the holiday. Go on a different day.
Yeah.
Celebrate it and cook her dinner, and then like, hey, then we're gonna go to this place tomorrow, and there's gonna be no one there.
Yep.
And it's gonna be relaxing.
Yep.
We're not going to have that I'm waiting in the airport line, crazy, stressed out, like, oh, my God, I got to, it's hack the holiday.
Motherfucking genius right here, people.
Hack the holiday.
This is why I hang out with him.
Hack the holiday.
So the last piece of advice, and remember how Zach said, like, get creative with it because, you know, people are going to be jealous of you and it's just going to make you look good. But also remember, Father's Day is right around the corner.
You know it.
Dude, the bigger the better you go, you know, the bigger the better they're going to do it in return, right?
Maybe we'll have
It's all about us,
the girls
guys.
on for Father's Day.
What's that?
Maybe we'll have. What if we had the girls on for? Well, we'll talk about it. Like if we had Mal and Jess on for Father's Day.
Yeah, I like
Be a
that.
weird
It
like.
would be, you know, that would be a good Father's Day gift to me.
True.
To have them on.
Yeah, true.
And have them just chat
See?
and meet everybody.
Cost them nothing.
Nothing. And
Just
it's our
sums it
idea.
up.
They don't even have to think of
Exactly.
anything.
It's done.
I love that.
We'll see. We'll see.
God, you're creative today, man.
I'm on it, man. I had a
Jesus.
DJ last night. I'm on it. I was on my toes yesterday, so
How was your DJing last night?
it was good. I had to the event planners a lot of times when we had to do events, and I had to really lay down the law with one of them, and I just kind of was like, why do we have agendas? They're to stay on time, right? Like food and this and that, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, could we do that? Could we remember to bring certain things that the clients need? And the high point when I'm like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing this next. Oh, we don't have it? Well, I'm the DJ. I'm not responsible, but everybody's looking at me. My big thing when I meet with any client DJing, I'm always on top of things to the T more than event planners like I was last night, because when any hiccup happens, who do they look at? They look at me because I'm facilitating.
Yeah, you're the
I'm
face of the party,
organizing
bro.
everything. And they're literally, a lighter was forgotten last night. And I'm like, people are looking at me like, why don't you have the lighter? I'm like, I'm the DJ.
I love.
Why would I have a lighter?
You know what I love? I can just get you going on a tangent at any.
But then
any
again,
moment.
I have to harness that. I didn't go on a tangent, but in the back,
right now.
in the back, I was like, but it's like I have to keep a face on too, because
Yeah.
if I look unhappy,
Yeah.
it's going to vibe off to everybody else. So
Oh.
I have to like mentally like.
I think that's in general in life.
And I didn't even tell you this. Jess worked with me last night. She was so we
she
got to
was
work
there.
together. Yeah, it was awesome. And she had some good pointers. Like we did what was it? We did a game at the very end. It was for a kids party, and we had probably 20 minutes left. And I told the client, I'm like, look, we only have a little bit of time left. Do you want to keep dancing? Because Jess was like, look, she wants to dance tonight. I was like, all right, okay, good read. And I just banged it out. I went like a minute of every song for like 20 minutes. Motown, funk, disco. I just kept mixing it. And it was great that I did that. It was like a great end of the
Just
party.
pumped it up.
I wouldn't have done that if Jess wasn't there. So
DJ Dad right there.
hack
There
the
he is.
holiday.
Hack the party, bro. Sounds like you hacked the party last night. Didn't stick to the agenda.
I do what I do, man.
All right, so just a little daducation. I think the most essential thing to remember about Mother's Day is that it's about her.
Mm-hmm.
So just know and figure out what she wants and get creative with it, right?
But also, that day that you give to the moms, wifeys, don't give that day to them and knowing like things have to get done and whatever, and then the day's over and the next day comes and you
Yeah.
just lay into it. Yeah, that was your day, whatever it may be. Well, now we got to get back to business. Really backtrack and like refocus of like, I would say focus a week on Mother's Day, a week. Whether it starts at Thursday to Thursday or like that, but focus a week on Mother's Day.
And maybe it's just simple things. Maybe
Simple
do a
things.
load of laundry.
They don't need to know. Just do little things. Little
Ooh.
things.
Oh, what could we call that? Like what is that? That's cool, dude. I love that idea. Just like those little things, those little nuances that they normally do, and you kind of have oversight on, and you just pick up the tab. You know,
Some wives might think, well, that's what you should be doing anyway.
Right.
You know,
Well,
I think, but as you know, our lives go on and people kind of take chores on what they're going to do. I think we all just take that role on. But yeah, I mean, yeah, just simple things like laundry though. I do laundry, but sometimes I, one, stuff it too full and I
Right.
will never not. Two, maybe not put the right colors in.
Yeah.
So, but also I have a mother-in-law or mom
Or-
that does a lot of the laundry and just does a lot of the laundry. So I'm like, that's something I don't take on.
Yeah.
But I take on 18 other, chores, in
do you ever dry things that shouldn't be dry?
I know what not to dry.
I just hate sorting.
But
I
what-
hate sorting. I just
yeah.
want to plug and play. I only do my laundry.
Your own, you don't.
Yeah.
Do, well, that's
She doesn't
because
want me
Mom's
touching her
exactly.
clothes.
You don't just do your own laundry because you do it because Mom's like, don't touch my laundry because you're
Yeah.
gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
And I get it.
So
My thing with laundry machines is like, why do they have the line in the machine like fill up to here, but yet you're not supposed to. You're supposed to fill.
do you have one of the laundry machines with the down?
Yeah.
Oh, we have the tub.
I've been the someone came to fix our something else in the house, and I was like, hey, check out the laundry machines. How are these doing? Because we just moved in.
Yeah.
They're like, these are old, but they will never break. They're beasts.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they have a line that says fill to this line.
Right.
But
Too
then
heavy.
my mom and Jess are like, fill it half.
Oh.
I'm like, then why do they make the line? And like, it doesn't get clean. And I get it. Look, she's gonna watch this like, oh my god, laundry. Just shut up. I get it. I try better.
Fill the line. Follow the instructions.
No, I fill
don't be
it
a rule
less.
breaker.
Fill it less.
Oh,
I'm like,
they fill it to the line.
Yeah.
You're telling them to fill it less?
No, I fill it to the line.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You're a rule follower.
Yeah, but then you're not supposed to. Well, laundry machines are not supposed to be that way
Why?
because
It says
doesn't
fill to the line.
doesn't clean it.
Oh, so you're saying that when you fill the line, it doesn't get clean.
Yeah.
But they don't fill it to the line, so it gets clean.
No, they throw in like 4 items.
It's like the dish. I did the dishes the other day. There were like 5 things. I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the dishes. Molly's like, why did you do the dishes? There's only 5 things.
I own a dishwasher and I don't use it.
What?
Because my brain the way it is, I just can.
Have you ever lived without a dishwasher?
No,
It
I've never had one.
sucks.
I've never had one.
What do you mean you've never had a
Well, up until now.
Oh, so you've lived without dishwashers?
Yeah. I've never had, even my last place, the condo, like 2 years ago, we had one for the
Didn't
year.
have a dishwasher.
No, it had one,
You
and
didn't
I
use
still
it.
never. I use it as a drying rack.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I just wash the dishes. I don't know.
You like to hand wash dishes?
No, it's probably the mentality of like, oh my god, I'm going to be wasting water.
You live in the Depression?
But
What's wrong with you?
Everybody's told me like it uses less water.
To wash the dish?
No, to
Probably.
use to use the dishwasher. Yeah, I don't know.
What's wrong
But
with
I can speed wash, and yes, I get made fun of. Jess will watch this, like, yeah, you speed wash dishes. But don't make me call everybody out when they wash dishes, and I'm like, what's that spot? What's that piece of food?
there it
I'm like,
is,
we
there
all
it
do
is.
the same thing. I do a lot of things very fast,
you? Okay.
and
Efficient.
85% of the time it's on point. 15 it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect, but 85% of the time I am. Hack that holiday.
50% of the time, I'm perfect 100% of the time.
What's that from?
It's a Yogi Berra quote.
No.
What, it's not?
No, it's Ron Burgundy.
Oh, that's right.
It's
that's right.
what's wrong? Man,
50% of the time it works 100%
it's
of the time.
Sex Panther.
No,
He's like,
it's, yeah,
it's the-
Anchorman.
Yeah, Anchorman. But what's
yeah.
it? Yeah, I forgot his name in it.
Ron Burgundy.
No, it wasn't Ron though.
Oh,
it was the other dude because
yeah.
I know this because my girl.
Steve Carell.
Nope.
Not Steve Carell.
Not Steve Carell. I did a green screen shoot with someone, and I had to play that role for the project, so I had to do that line.
Oh, nice.
And I had to like take the Sex Panther. I was like 50% of the time it works every time. I had to redo it, and it was hilarious. So they chopped me in with Ron Burgundy.
Oh,
so I was
that's
doing
awesome.
the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
got to see that.
It's funny.
We got to post that
Dude,
online for
yeah,
our
it
audience
was
to
funny.
see. That'd be awesome. Just before we end the episode, moment of gratitude. Just so thankful. I think for me, I'm just thinking back on Mother's Day, what my wife has been through the last 9 months, what this last 6 weeks have been like. I'm just thankful for her. Like, I have so much gratitude for my wife and what she does on a day-to-day basis, and I'm so excited to celebrate her very first Mother's Day. It's going to be just an awesome, awesome feeling. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm piggybacking. I mean, we're all talking about the moms, and yep, just very thankful that I get to call my wife a mom.
Right.
And healthy, happy baby, and it's crazy whirlwind of dadding, and yeah, just wouldn't be dadding if it wasn't for the mom.
Dude, that's awesome. So, tribute to you moms out there. We love you. Mwah. That pretty much wraps up our episode number 11, man.
That's right.
We're bombing it down. We're going through it. We're doing our thing.
On the way to 100.
And that's when you get hooked up to the pregnancy machine or the birthing machine.
I'm scared.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Remember, follow us, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. We're trying to get that new and noteworthy. Also, follow us. Look for our content on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The number 2. That's the number 2. Dads on a mic. My name is Brian Boyd.
And I'm the Zach Gittler.
And we are
2 dads on a mic.
Bow chicka bow wow.